Right, we're coming to you live from Delhi with us, Mr. Mudgal and Sunny Gavaskar. Sunny, I'll start with you with action on the play. In your pitch report, you said day one is the best day to bat on. Do you think at 231 for 7, India have made the best of the pitch?
No, certainly not. I mean, you lose 7 wickets and you have less than 250 runs on the board. Clearly, you haven't made the best use. I thought that the Indians were just a little tentative today. For some reason, they were poking at deliveries as if they were uncertain. But sometimes that can happen, mind you. If you've already won the series, it's very difficult to charge yourself. When you're playing for your country, yes, there's that motivation is great. But sometimes when you've already won the series, you tend to sort of just the steam sort of goes out of cricket, and I think maybe that's the reason why we saw some of the loose shots that got our batsmen out today.
Okay, I'll come back to the loose shot, but a word on Ajinkya Rahane. The way he batted today, I'm sure everyone would be surprised to know this is his first half century on Indian soil. Why do you think that happened? Do you think he's underutilized himself now?
I think he was out of form, and he was short of confidence, and therefore he was looking to get runs by looking to play at every delivery earlier on. So he wasn't waiting for the ball. Today India batted first. They had the opportunity to play for 5 days if they wanted to, and so he played himself in. He was batting along with Virat Kohli, and that partnership was good because in their initial stages, if you had noticed in that partnership, they ran a lot of singles. That's one of the best things that can happen on a wintry day. You get the circulation going in the legs. Then your feet start to move a little bit better. And he wasn't looking to play at anything outside his range. You saw him get out in Nagpur, he was playing it outside his range. In Mohali, outside his range. You play within your range, then you're that much safer, and I think that's why it's his first half century. Hopefully it'll be a real big one now when he gets to the 3 figures.
Okay. The other man who could have scored a lot of runs today was looking good, Virat Kohli. Have you seen a more bizarre way of getting out? I'm sure you must have during your times.
Well, I myself got out like that against the West Indies in 1974 when I hit Andy Roberts, flicked him. And Viv Richards, young Viv Richards, I think it was his first Test match. It hit him on the thigh, and it bounced off towards where the non-striker was. But Viv recovered, and chased after it and dived and took the catch almost at the non-striker's feet, you could say. So that has happened. But see, you have luck with the toss. Sometimes luck deserts you when you have the bat in your hand. But he played. He till the time he was batting, he looked very good. And that's a good sign because look, he's not out of form. He's just getting out. He's not looking out of form, and for me that's more important. That he's looking good. He's looking in form.
I guess if we did ask Virat Kohli which luck would he prefer, I'm sure he'd go with the toss because it helps the team win. Okay, I will come to Mr. Mudgal, and for all you fans who are enjoying the Test match in Delhi. One of the major reasons why it is happening in Delhi is because of this man. He was appointed as an independent observer by the Apex Court. Sir, I read somewhere that you said that organizing a Test match in Delhi is like organizing a daughter's marriage. So how's the wedding's preparation?
I want to tell you that I don't have a daughter, I only have a son. But I have my friend's experience, because all the things which can go wrong do go wrong,
right.
And then you have to do last minute measures, take action, then there is some inaction, some obfuscation. So one has to get over it, because it's a new thing for all the DDs here, so perhaps it'll take time to get used to it.
Right. As a judge, you must have gone through strenuous time. How's this strain been compared to all your professional life?
Much more than that, ever. That I can tell you.
Okay, so no chance of you ever being a cricket administrator then?
No, I wouldn't want to be.
Okay, we'll come back to you and the organization of the Test match, but I'll go back to Mr. Gavaskar. Now, looking at the way, as you mentioned, you would have expected the Indian batsmen to score a bit more. Now, do you see that we've seen up until now pitches, I wouldn't say poor pitches as the ICC has termed it, but pitches that have been difficult for batsmen to score runs on. Do you think sometimes when we make such pitches, difficult pitches, to win the series being the motive, it can actually have some sort of effect on the confidence of a batsman in the long run, can be harmful for a batsman, especially the ones who are struggling for form?
Not really, because if you see the temperament that Ajinkya Rahane showed, despite not getting runs in the last few appearances in the subcontinent, I'm taking Bangladesh also into account, and Sri Lanka. He hasn't really scored. So I think, where you get to a situation where you believe in yourself, you show the patience, then it can happen. And therefore, my honest advice to everybody is don't get too fussed about the fact that you're not scoring runs on a pitch or on pitches where the ball has done something. I think you've got to show patience that Rahane showed, because along with the patience, you stay at the wicket, the runs will come. These are not impossible pitches to bat on. They're difficult ones to bat on because the ball doesn't come onto the bat as quickly as you want for stroke players. And I think because they play so much of limited overs cricket, they're looking to play shots. And when they can't play shots, suddenly they get over-eager and get out. And I think therefore the advice is patience.
Okay. Since you talk about patience, now one man who's been spoken a lot about in social media is Rohit Sharma. I know getting out on a good ball is one thing, but the kind of shot that he played, a lot of criticism coming his way. For a man who's trying to cement his place in Test cricket, ill-advised to play a shot like that?
Yes, I don't know why he played that shot. I think all of us in the commentary box were baffled because he just had a reprieve, being dropped at first slip. So you would say to yourself, okay, I've been dropped now, I've got my luck, I'm going to capitalize on it. There was a fielder there as well. I can understand if there was no fielder there and he goes for the lofted shot because he's a good player of the lofted shot. But your confidence is shaken when you're edged and you've been dropped. You go for the big hit when you spend some time out in the middle. India's situation was precarious at that stage. They had lost 4 wickets for not too many runs. So what India needed was a little bit of a partnership. And for that partnership to happen, patience. Again, lack of patience. More than anything else, right throughout the series, if you've seen the dismissals of the batsmen, it's been through lack of patience. There have been few deliveries, where the bowlers have actually worked the batsman out, like Ashwin worked AB de Villiers out. Brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant cricket to watch. And there have been a few others. But otherwise, it's been the batsman's eagerness, impatience, which has cost them their wickets.
Okay. Now, we saw some great bowling by the South Africans, some good batting by Ajinkya Rahane. One other thing that was heartening to see in the match today was the presence of number of school kids enjoying the game, and that credit also goes to Mr. Mudgal, who ensured that a lot of school kids come, especially kids from underprivileged background, studying in government schools. What was the idea behind that, sir?
Well, I'd like to use the presence of Sunny here. I saw his 29th 100 against West Indies. Stadium was jam-packed. The atmosphere was electric. And I'm sure he'd endorse that. Thereafter, I've been seeing test matches with 5,000, 6,000 people, and I thought, why don't they fill up the stadium with less price tickets? There was a godsend opportunity when I became the supervisor of this match, and I thought that let's give free tickets to the government school. Delhi government fully cooperated, and they made very good arrangement for transportation and all that. And a result of that you saw the stadium packed, and the way they cheered, I think. Sunny must have been reminded of his old days, and their battery didn't run out till the end. They were cheering, and off difficult wickets. Can I make a cricketing thing?
Well, of course, I know you're a big cricket fan.
The best innings on a difficult wicket was 94 or 96 of Sunny Gavaskar in Bangalore against Pakistan. I wish all our players who were complaining about the pitches watched that match. Okay. Those of us who watched it, I can tell you, it was a greatest innings I've seen on a difficult pitch.
Okay, I'm sure the highlights will be made available of that particular test match if the Indian team wants to see that. Saibhai, talking about those kids coming, what did you make of watching so many kids, that particular site in the stadium?
Well, I think it was, most heartening because that's the future. Even out of that lot that came there, even if half a dozen go on to play for their state teams, because by playing through the state teams, by making the state teams competitive, you improve the standard of the Indian team. And that's why I keep saying that, the international players must try and play in as many national tournaments as possible. They raise the standard of the first class game. And therefore, to see so many kids there was absolutely fantastic. And, as the Honorable Justice said, their energy, their battery never died. Right till the end, they were, screaming and shouting. And that's a fantastic sight. I think everybody enjoys having kids around. And to see them enjoying themselves was fantastic. Great initiative. Congratulations, sir. And to the Delhi government who have made it easy for the transportation, etc. I think it's a great initiative.
Since he is next to us, you want to take this opportunity to ensure that he spends some time with those kids?
I've already told him, and he's already willingly accepted, and I'm sure he'll do. And as he said, I'm hoping that one of them will be Sunil Gavaskar, Sachin Tendulkar, Anil Kumble, Bishan Bedi, Prasanna, and I'd be delighted. I think that's the best thing what could have happened.
Okay, so we saw a group of kids today, but what is the plan for the remaining 4 days? Do different set of kids come?
We have told them that please rotate the kids. As many as possible should see it. There is also a Deaf and Dumb institution right touching the stadium which never got to see the match before, and they were given 100 tickets. And the whole school is going to see it within 4 days.
Right. It is a great gesture indeed. We could see the glee on the faces of those kids that were at the stadium. Some of them watching any sort of cricket for the first time in their lives, watching live cricket. Thanks so much for joining us, Sunny Gavaskar and retired Justice Mukul Mudgal.